All right. Well, first of all, thank y'all for showing up tonight, and welcome to Briarwood Arts Center. It's an arts and community center. We've been here since September 2022. A lot of different types of arts workshops. Earlier today, we had a music production workshop, DJ workshops like Afro-Caribbean dance classes, hip hop yoga. Friday, we had a salsa night. There's a lot of different things here, but it's a space that's curated by and for artists of a lot of different artistic disciplines. And myself being a hip hop artist, I want to make sure that we have a space where hip hop artists get to showcase and we get to celebrate the amazing artists that we have in the city. And specifically, an artist that I've known a long time. This has been my best friend for, a few decades. And so when he released this new album, I knew how proud he was of it and how proud everybody around him was of it. And so we couldn't just let this opportunity pass by again. We're just like, oh, maybe you listen to it, maybe you don't. Like, this is a big deal that he's releasing this project. And so the fact that y'all are here to share in this moment with him is really important. There's a lot of conversations that he and I typically have in the making of these projects, and a lot of people don't get to hear the inspirations by it. You just hear a song like, oh, that's a dope song, and then never think anything else of it, and you don't get the opportunity to hear the stories behind it and what made him write this, what was the things on his heart, and life-changing events that brought him to this point. And so we don't want to keep that a secret anymore. It's like it needs to be something that everybody gets to hear and experience. So first I want, before we go any further, play any music, y'all just show some love and make some noise for Trumpcard.
You said wonderful things. Wonderful things.
I mean it.
I'm not gonna cry. You got camera.
I mean it. So before we jump into it, this is album number, do you even know?
Like 6, 7?
6 or 7 that's available, or 6 or 7 that exists?
Oh.
Because if we count unreleased stuff.
Yeah, about 6, 7.
Okay.
I'll say about 6, 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the name of the project is Theme Music.
Yes.
Okay. And was that always going to be the name? Did you have the concept for what you wanted to do with the album before you were making songs, or did that kind of just evolve into something?
At first, I did not plan to make an album at all. I was going to make 3 songs, and it just kept evolving. And I knew I wanted it to be theme music maybe around song 4, when I was like, okay, I'm going to try to do something. Usually when I make albums, I do them like collages or mosaics. It's like, it's morbid, but I always think, if I get hit by a bus today, this is who I am as a person, and this will help people know who I am as a person. Like, if something happened to me, you listen to this, that's who he was at 25, 35, 28. If I put something out, this is me. So I knew I wanted to make something that kind of expressed it to people, like theme music. So every song was about something or somebody that was important to me. So it was put together like as a collage. All these songs are me and the people who are important to me, the things that are important to me.
So would you call it biographical, this particular album?
A little bit. It's like if you listen to it, everything in there is either experiences that I had or feelings that I felt at some point in time with people and things. So
well, let's jump right into it. So we'll start with the first track, and with this one, we'll play it and then talk about it.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Okay.
I told him, man, it hurts so bad, feel like I'm ready to die. He said, if you don't feel death, you might be ready to fly. He said, if you don't feel pain, you might be ready to heal. And if you can walk away, you might be ready to deal. That shit, it gave me the chills, cause I knew what it meant. He said, don't need it all together, just start with the repent. And please don't give up your gift. Your gift to grow old. He said, just do it, everything, and that's including your soul. You see, my granddaddy left, came to me in a know what it mean. He said you couldn't save him no matter how hard you try. But son, you'll be okay, but you can no longer hide. Don't be scared of your gifts, don't get caught up in pride. And the world is your vision, you can't pretend to be blind. And please cherish your gift of your time. At that moment I knew it wasn't him, it was God. And I'm a dog with it. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell them we all with it. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell them they all get it. Tell your ops and tell your kin, cause I'm a dog with it. Cause I'm a dog with it. I put my power in it, all in it. I might die today. I can't fall with them, y'all tripping. That's why grandma prayed that I never strayed too far. The world I had you through bar, the world I had you in a twirl. Questioning who you are. If you don't know who you are, the world will tell it to you. You're definitely mislabeled by the author of confusion. See a lion acting like a lamb, definitely amusing or a tragedy. Actually, depending how you do it. I'm a dog for the cause, I'm a shepherd for the people. I'm Joe Cool in the cut, nigga, what the jazzy eagle. If you're stupid, get the meaning. If you truly in the meaning, y'all pause for a star. I'm only here just for the evening, only here for a minute, only here for the mission. Only hear the big guy in the sky tell me I'm finished. Only here in this moment hoping that it make a difference. Gotta take care of business, but all my love from the trenches. Cause I'm a dog with it. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell them we all with it. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell them they all with it. Tell your ops and tell your kin, cause I'm a dog with it. Cause I'm a dog with it.
All right. So each one of the songs has like 2 different names, right?
Yeah, so it'll be a song title and it'll be who the song or what the song is for. So Dawg is actually Brett's name, which is my government name. And a lot happened with that song. So that was one of the last songs we did. That was not my intro. I walked around with a different intro for a year. I actually, like the song said, I had a dream about my grandfather. My grandfather passed away in 2020. And the dream hit me so hard, it made me change a lot of things. And in the dream, my grandfather said, hey, some of these other people, you can't say to them, you can't help them. You can't hide anymore. You're gonna have to do something with yourself. You can't keep waiting on these other people. You have to do something. So you can no longer hide. Don't hide your talents. Don't hide your gifts, because you not expressing your gifts, people are waiting on you to express your gifts, because that might inspire them to do their thing. Like, hey man, I saw Brett, he went out there, he doing this. If he can do that, I can do what I'm doing. So the dream hit me so hard, I actually came up here and told him something. I had this dream, I hadn't seen my grandfather, and in the dream, my grandfather looked at peace, and it looked like it was something behind him, like it was a glow. And to me, it was like, I feel like God kind of gives you inside jokes, like, hey, you will know what I'm talking about, nobody else. And it was like, okay, it's not my dad, so it's above your dad. But then it's not quite my granddad, it's something behind it. So I'm like, oh, it's God. So in the thing, that's why the verse goes like that. And at that moment, I knew it wasn't him, it was God. It wasn't my granddaddy, but it was somebody peaceful that came to talk to me and made me stop and reflect and said, stop hiding, do what you gotta do. Be who you need to be who I called you to be, do what you need to do. So that is why it's called Dawg. And it's almost, and the theme is Brett's theme, because it's like, I'm talking to myself. This is what I need to hear. Maybe now, maybe 3 years from now, I'm probably gonna need the same message. Like, don't hide, man. Do your best, do what you can do, be all you can be, because it helps yourself and it helps other people when you are who you are called to be. So that is why it's called Dawg. And Dawg is basically like, he has that dog in him, he has that fight in him. You need to have that dog in you and that fight in you to make it through the things in life. So I'm a dog with it. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, I'm a scrap, I'm a fight. So that's what it's about.
And a little bit about the creation of that. Like, so the production for that one is done by Rocco.
By my brother. Yeah. So my brother, Stephen Fifthchild Caesar. I would probably call him Caesar because I've been calling him Caesar for a long time. So I mean Fifthchild, I mean Stephen Brown. They did everything on the album. And when I talked to my brother has a very quick paced kind of production style. And he's very much so like, here man, I want to do this. And then I'll come back and he'll send it to me. it's not a lot of, hey man, change this, change that. And when he sent it to me, I was like, okay, this is what I want. I said, can you put some energy to it? I want to start kind of slow, but I want some energy to it. That's why the first verse sounds one way, and the second verse sounds another way. And even with that, it was kind of blank. And Steven and Flower Child, they punched it up. Some of those oohs and ahs weren't there, but they made everything just kind of sound mystical and magical and kind of draw you into it. So I guess Brock would say more about it, but that's kind of what happened. Like, it was like at the very end, I had a whole bunch of songs already, but it was just something saying, I gotta make this song. I had this dream, I gotta make this song. So, yeah.
So we'll get to the second track.
I'ma lead a game with no slips and everything they can. Say, bitch, I'm comfortable. This what you waiting for. This is that rib I say when all you ate is Lunchable. I'm just a monster, bro. And it ain't on the low. They so informed I could've sworn they call me Shawty low. That mean they know you, boy. They can't ignore you, boy. I'm so legit, don't tell your bitch cause I done told you, boy. I just might throw a feed. No, I ain't told you either. This ain't my flow, it's just some shit that I was fucking with. Just another twist in my arsenal. I'm so versatile. Why I flip? Man, I had to switch cause I got purpose now. Why I hit? Cause I keep a clip. I got focus now. It don't miss. Yeah, I used to trip. Bet they love it now, but it's that hate that made me. All the pain they gave me. All the pretty little things that make me sound so crazy. Why I'm so far lately. Why it's fuck you pay me. They like, what? Why you like this? Because I'm Trumpcard, baby. I heard them niggas hate on me. Let 'em. I heard them niggas wait on me. Let 'em. I heard them niggas, they ain't teach. Bless 'em. I'ma lead again with no slips and everything they came with. I heard them niggas hate on me. Let 'em. I heard them niggas wait on me. Let 'em. I heard them niggas, they ain't teach. Bless 'em. I'ma lead again with no slips and everything they came with. My flow be ultra ego. I don't really fuck with people. Them niggas, they be frail, and them niggas, they be people. So just know it's how I treat them. Like I never give them freedom with that master level bass and treble. Shit, they just be beating, reason booming in a car lot. I be in a star spot. I be in the king's place. I'ma set the bar watch. You just make a mean face. Can't be just like them. You like my head, it just be nine. I don't need like them. You like my girl, if she keep looking, I might even fight them. You like if that don't go my way, shit, I might even bite them. This here black boy titan, but yo, I'm God tier. With all the work that we put in, we should be guys here. Look, forgive me if I blaspheme. To some I'm a vision, to others I'm a bad dream. To my brothers I'm none other than just a mad king. So look, this last thing, heard you been talking, baby, but she ain't even asked me. I heard them niggas hate on me. Let 'em. I heard them niggas wait on me. Let 'em. I heard them niggas, they ain't teach. Bless 'em. I'ma lead again with no slips and everything they came with. I heard them niggas hate on me. Let 'em. I heard them niggas wait on me. Let 'em. I heard them niggas, they ain't teach. Bless 'em. I'ma lead again with no slips and everything they came with.
All right. Would somebody who knows Brett be kind of thrown off when they meet Trumpcard?
Absolutely. Like, absolutely. Like, every time I'm like, hey man, I rap. Like, you don't. Like, yeah, I do. And I would play my music and they would just look at me. I'll never forget I had a job, right? And I let one of my supervisors hear. And it was the funniest, it was the funniest backhanded compliment I ever heard. She was like, have you ever just checked to see if you have multiple personality disorder? Because it's like, it's such a, I'm like, it's funny, but it's like that is me. And both of those people are me. It's like anything, you go to work, there's some professionalism at work, And then when you on your own time, you might be a completely different person. When I clock in, I clock out, this person. So that is, yeah, but people are always surprised, always shocked. So it's fun. I still like it to this day. So.
Yeah, because I mean, even just the transition between the two songs, it's like, that was like, Dawg was more introspective, and then we come let him like, no, I'm finna talk my talk, you know? And so what's the full name of that one?
Let 'em, and it is Trumpcard's name. And it is because it's almost like the sequencing kind of tells a story in terms of, okay, so you got this battery in your back saying, don't hide, be yourself. Be your full self. Be who you need to be. Every facet of you could help somebody. So that, let 'em is, hey man, I heard they saying this and they don't like the way you living your life and being your complete self. Let 'em. Heard them, they hate on you, let 'em. It's like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And that's why it's such a stark contrast, because it's like, okay, once somebody gives you the gameplay, I'm finna go in there and go. So, and even with that, even if you look at it sequence-wise, I wanted it to be that way because everything I say is weird. But I look at an album like people who are sitting in traffic. Once people know what they're looking at, they stop looking at it. But if you hear that song and you hear the second song, you're like, okay, these are so different. What is the third song gonna be? Because those shouldn't go together. So even with that, I was thinking from a listener standpoint, it's like, okay, until they figure me out, they're gonna stay. Like, until you figure me out, you will stay. Until you figure out what kind of music this dude will make. Because you can't even tell from the first two what kind of music does he make. Because he just did this one thing and it was all beautiful and lush, and then this other thing that kind of has a little ratchet feel to it. So that's
the versatility.
Yes, and just knowing, like I said, just keep it good. I want to keep it good. So the way I'm sequencing and the way I'm putting the album together, it's like they haven't figured me out yet. So
jump right into the next one.
Thought we gave a fuck, my nigga, we really don't. Thought we give a fuck, my nigga, we really won't. Say she wanna fuck, my nigga, my little jump. But we don't give a fuck, my nigga, don't give a fuck, my nigga. I really feel this dog, I should really be the go. Shit, I broke, got kids stuck my city, no, I'm finna go. Dumb with it. Where I come from, this is not the norm, I'm different, I'm the one too many. Say they can imitate it, I'm not intimidated, I'm most anticipated, you not appreciated. I got the key to greatness, I got the killer cadence. You know that sip sound, yeah, we gon' renovate it. Try to box me like riding rich, know my name but don't politic. Kill the game, you know all of it. You should probably play with your mammy, bitch. Crazy baby, no sanity. The greatest baby, that's vanity. Baby, baby, a 10 at least, like a candy lady. See, here's a treat. It's like Choppy do just what the fuck you feel like. Like we don't even wanna do it, bitch, don't feel right. They say they like the way I do it, say it feel nice. Now they know it, it's never seen like. You know we gave a fuck, my nigga, we really don't. Thought we give a fuck, my nigga, we really won't. Say she wanna fuck, my nigga, my little jump. But we don't give a fuck, my nigga, don't give a fuck, my nigga. We gave a fuck, my nigga, we really don't. Thought we give a fuck, my nigga, we really won't. Say she wanna fuck, my nigga, my little jump. But we don't give a fuck, my nigga, don't give a fuck, my nigga, my nigga. I'm really not invested in nothing that keep me stressing. Fuck me up and block my blessing. Leave me stuck in second guessing. Grandma taught me these lessons. Prepping me since adolescence. Grown ass men don't need for flexing. Check time niggas straight finessing. Yeah, we heard your message, but we go straight to the kill. We the truth, the essence, niggas. So fuck how you feel. I'm too good for second. All what I do is a skill. That boy is perfection. Got more slaps than me than Will. That's for real, my nigga. That's for sure. Though I'm not trying to take it fast. I can do this shit in slow mo. See, look, most you boys is trash. Do I wanna beat you? Oh no, see, look, I'ma do you bad, not to brag, but I'm ego, I'm Debo, see bro, that shit you got to decode. Cause I can write a hit, but I can't get hit with Rico. I'm Nino if you ask me, I'm Primo if you ask me. You hating and you probably need your ass. You know we gave a Dawg, we give a fuck, my nigga, we really won't. Say she wanna fuck, my nigga, my little jump. But we don't give a fuck, my nigga, don't give a fuck, my nigga. We gave a fuck, my nigga, we really don't. Dawg, we give a fuck, my nigga, we really won't. Say she wanna fuck, my nigga, my little jump. But we don't give a fuck, my nigga, don't give a fuck, my nigga.
All right. What comes first, the music or the lyrics in your creative process?
The music first, because the way I do things, I'm a big jazz fan, so a lot of my stuff, big jazz fan, big Marvin Gaye fan. So my thought process is the rhythms first. So I will do a lot of scatting, if y'all know what that is. Like, I don't have like da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm trying to figure out the rhythms and the pattern. So when I have how I want to go about it, I try to kind of put the lyrics with it. But I know if nothing else, if it's playing in the background and y'all just hear the patterns and how I'm rapping over, I might be like, what song is it? I'm always looking for those kind of avenues when I do stuff like that.
So it's like a percussive style of writing?
Yes, like I want to see what kind of patterns I can put on the beat before I want the beat. Usually, like if I can see the patterns I can put on, like, oh, that works. That's usually how I do it.
And what was the name of that song?
The song is named Indifference. And the reason the song is named Indifference is because it is my brother's name, like my brother Brock. So if you don't know us, we have a weird relationship where you would think I was the younger brother, because I'm always trying to impress my little brother. I'll be like, hey man, I wrote this song. He's like, yeah, okay. I know you rap. Like, I'm like, man, I think I killed it. Yeah, you can rap. I know. So it's like Frozen. Like, no man, get out my room. Oh, okay. Like it's like that with my with my brother. Like, because he does not care, and I admire that. It's not too much that's gonna get my brother frazzled. It's not too much that's gonna make him like 5. Hey man, you call 5, man. Let me go and get to this car. So that is why it was called Indifference. Because if anything, that song is like, I don't really care what anybody thinks. I'm me, and that is something I've always wanted, and that is something my brother has to the end of it. So that's why it's called Indifference, because usually with my brother I feel like he's indifferent. Like, hey, this is going on. Okay. That's going on. All right. So here you go.
So my background is in education, and so I feel like I'm always trying to get people to review to make sure they're retaining information. So I want to see if y'all remember the themes that we've had so far. Dawg was whose theme? That was Brett's theme. Then Let 'em was Trumpcard's theme, and Indifference is Brock's theme. Great, very great. Very good, class.
Thank y'all.
Very good, class. So we'll go ahead and get into the next track. What do you want to introduce the next track?
The next track is called Ju-Tang. It is the Jackson, Mississippi thing.
Okay.
So yeah, Ju-Tang.
And Brock did the beats for the first 3.
The first 3 were my brother. My brother did 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. This is track 4, Ju-Tang.
Bitch, I want my motherfucking money back. You only gave me $5. I gave you $20 motherfucking dollars. You only gave me $5. No, I gave you $20.
Salutations to all the bitches, but the better basic. To all the niggas living, blowing flavor, gotta hate it. To all the kings and queens who live a dream on daily basis. To niggas robbing, ain't no problem with no mask on faces. When they draw, ain't no traces. That's how it's supposed to be. It ain't no Kodak, lay you both black rolling on a beanie, bitch. Maybe it's not your speed, bitch. If you wanna leave, just leave, bitch. If it's my retreat, bitch, this shit balls to remix. These random hits that she keep about 100 stacks. These random hits that she keep about 1,000,000 stacks. These random hits that she keep Billy's on top of that. These random hits that she keep your chick the archer bag. You niggas need to see who a GB. I come through, they lick their lips, you come through, them hoes kiki. Got enough juice to come through and pull a rebate. Got them hoes not claiming they kids, I'm just his TV.
I don't know this motherfucker. Now get my motherfucking shit. Don't like it, I say. Come on. I don't even know what to do. I do my motherfucking shit. You gotta say that. You know, I'm talking about my ass. I do my fucking shit. You ain't gotta go hard. Focus to head. I'm sitting here, my ass on your head. Get my fucking shit, and I'm good.
So, that was his fault. Just so that was his fault. So, track 4 was produced by Big Child, Steve
It's
Brown.
so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Yeah. So, this has been my partner in crime for forever. And I remember saying, like, I wanted to do something about Jackson, but I didn't want to do what everybody does about Jackson, which is, I'm from Jackson, I'm gonna make the Jackson song. And Jackson, I'm South, I didn't want to do that. But I did want to do something that captured how I felt about me being in Jackson, how I felt, where it was like, kind of like this angst and this stress, but it's like, hey, like, I'm from this city, and when you're from this city, when you do things and you hear things out of this city, it's different. I came to him and I was like, you're the only person who can probably hear this. When I brought the sample that I wanted to use, I'm like, you're probably the only person who gonna hear this. I feel like Brock gonna be like, but you heard it. And I was like, man, you hear it, right? And he heard it. So I was like, so we came up with certain things, and I didn't have a hook. I didn't want to do 2 verses. And all the extra that y'all heard, the I want my change, that was him.
Wait a minute. For context. And see, that's the thing. Like, I don't even know how many people have seen that video. Has anybody seen that? Okay, so you've seen the video. That was like early internet.
It was a movie. It was a movie that never got completed, but that was a scene in the movie, and it was just so wild that it just kind of went viral with. And
this little kid running to a corner store, and there's a older Asian lady in there, and he's just like cussing her out, trying to get his change. Yeah, and so yeah, because I thought it sounded like. When he brought the sample, I thought it sounded like a Wu-Tang sample, like RZA or something like that. So when I made the beat, I was like, I'm gonna just do some weird RZA stuff. And and so the drums are all over the place. I'm like, this is different. And I told him every time I listen to that song, I'm like, it sounds weird. Like, I like it's catchy, but it's really weird.
Yeah, I just knew, like, when I heard it, I was like, the people who go get it, they gonna get it. Like, the people who don't, they're like, man, what is this? But once again, it's another one of those, I'm gonna stay here until I figure out what's going on, because he did this one. This one sounded all kind of whimsical and magical. The second one was ratchet. The third one was jazzy. And this one is weird. You're still here. 4 songs in, y'all still here. And that's what I'm thinking in my mind. 4 songs, I doubt it. They still here for 4 songs. They still haven't figured me out. They still don't know what I'm doing. And I'm still here. So that's still in my mind when I'm putting everything together. It's like, I'm 4 songs deep, and they probably still here.
And that was Jackson, Mississippi thing.
Jackson, Mississippi thing. Ju-Tang.
Next track.
Them heaters, them keepers, them beaters, them bangers, get bringers, get famous, no problem. Window, bitch out, weed up, nigga, end up in the top. Them heaters, them keepers, them beaters, them bangers, get bringers, get famous, no problem. Window, bitch out, weed up, nigga, end up. It's been a long time to come in, lot of dope money. Hustling, trying to accomplish, man, we bustin', trying to bomb this bitch, I'm marvelous. I'ma start with this, cause I got confidence. I'm a fool, special, ooh, look, ain't got no common sense. The time at the follow, and I hit it, it's for Flacco. Used to on the thick fine, yeah, look down, something like Flacco. Baby, say she used to Flacco, not no time, no more Flacco. I said, hey, I know you mad, please don't snap my condo, I'm the truth. So you know you just can't when I put that polo bucket on. I got my book when they play that little old Southern song. I got the trust, so we squeezing while I thug along. Look, they gon' learn today. Got $1 million on the way for all that power play. The big paper shit I usually say, but for that they got to pay. All this greatness on display, and even kids know nigga they like Mr. Dawg. Them heaters, them keepers, ain't on beaters. Them bangers, get braggers, get famous, ain't no problem. Window, down, bitch I sign. We the niggas in the top. Them heaters, them keepers, ain't on beaters. Them bangers, get braggers, get famous, ain't no problem. Window, down, bitch I sign. We the niggas in the top. Hey, keep it real with your dog no matter what. Same bitch claim she love you, she'll set you up. I'm tired of preaching to these niggas, no preseason for these niggas. Real blue, fuck is you, no nice to meet you to these niggas. Rhyme like I should be riding cat. She say, boy, that ain't nobody, that's just my baby dad. No can I even ask, wanna be living lavish. Sometimes they call me Randy, cause you see that boy sad. Now you know I gotta have it. TV on the money scheme. I'm talking big shit, yeah, like it was all a dream. I'm talking hood rich, yeah, like I served all the fiends. I'm talking old tip, yeah, like I wrote shoulder lean. Back to this Memphis thing, trying to tear the club up, give up. Talking to the chicken heads, talking about this and that. Sipping on some scissor, with niggas on the kisser. I know that it's a fact, but I don't know if you hear her. Them heaters, them keepers, ain't on beaters. Them bangers, get braggers, get famous, ain't no problem. Window, down, bitch I sign. We the niggas in the top. Them heaters, them keepers, Trump beaters. Them bangers, get braggers, get famous, ain't no problem. Window, down, bitch I sign. We the niggas in the top.
It's his favorite song.
Tell us a little about it.
That is No Problem, and that is Fifth Stage. So it's a lot of layers in this song that I don't even think you remember or know. At one point, this album was supposed to be full of skits and all sorts of stuff. And then when I had that dream, I was like, I'm hiding. I'm hiding behind skits. I'm hiding behind my friends and other people. So at one point, Flower Child was in the back, was supposed to be on the skit, and she's gonna be my fairy godmother. Because it was like, in Jackson, I never kind of felt like my music fit. So my fairy godmother was supposed to come and say, if you couldn't be from any other place, where would you be? It's like, probably Memphis. So that is why the song sounds like it would be from Memphis. If you listen to the verses, the first verse starts off with Gotti, the second verse starts off with Dawg, Memphis. If you listen to the rest of the song, it's a lot of cadences and it's a lot of 3 6 Mafia and Project Pat references, Memphis. But what overrode the whole thing was, it's called No Problem and it's called Fifth Thing because I came to him like, I want to do something with Memphis. This has been my dog forever. He's like, hey man, let's go get it, no problem. We gonna figure it out. So it was like, if nothing else, that is a staple to our friendship, no problem. Like, we gonna make this song something that don't sound like we should be able to make, and we go in there and we go get it. So it was called No Problem, and it was called Fifth Thing, and it was like, because at one point I was like, okay, I'm gonna call it Misplaced or something, the Misplaced Thing, because I always felt like, okay, maybe my music doesn't sound, because everyone's like, man, you from Mississippi? I'm like, yeah. No, you're not. I went to McLeod, I went to Chastain, I went to Murrah, I went to Jackson State. like, oh, I went to New Hope, like New Hope Christian School, like for kindergarten. Like I don't know where else, but people give you away. And what I've realized is when you feel like you don't have the system for things, people give you away. Hey, you're a good artist. You should move to. If you notice that people do that, when they don't feel like they have the system for you and they love you, they want to give you away. They want to send you away. And that is how I've always felt. Like, your music is good. It doesn't belong here. You should go to Florida. You should go to LA. You should go to Atlanta. You should go. And that's what people do. So at one point I was going to call it kind of like misplaced. Because it's like, okay, well, I'm not supposed to be here. That's why I wanted to make sure Ju-Tang and that song went together. Jackson and Memphis. So I'm like, okay, maybe Memphis. So, yeah. And I remember him playing. I was sending him songs. I was like, okay. And he was like, man, I can make a beat out of that. I said, it sound like Memphis? He's like, yeah. Once again, no problem. Like, you're like, yeah, I can do it. And
it's all in the hi-hats.
He said it to me. I was like, man, you a genius. I am saying north, north, north at work. Oh, it's like, so, yeah. I was so happy he liked this song because I am putting people, and this is what you make me feel like or you make me think of. So imagine if I'm saying this is your song and it sounds sad. And you're like, hey, I'm make it sad. But how did you feel about it? Like, I know you said you liked it, but when you first heard it, you was like, oh yeah.
I was listening to a lot of Glorilla when I made it.
All right, okay, that worked.
No, for real. Like, I had a playlist that I've been listening to of a lot of just Memphis rappers because I don't really care for like the depressing like sing-songy rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not like into Travis Scott sort of rap, you know? Or like Rod Wave, like you will not hear me just like, oh man, put on that Rod Wave. I'm just not in a depressed kind of state in life right now. So I like the region where people were putting out stuff where they're just rapping, no auto-tune, no like, just rapping was Memphis. And so I would listen to Dolph and Key Glock and even listening to older Memphis rappers like 3 6 Mafia's on there, A-Ball and MJG was on there. And then even though I don't think that Glorilla's a lyrical genius, I still like, Cardi snapped on tomorrow too. Yeah. And so I was like, it was on my playlist. And so I'm like, this is pretty straightforward with the hi-hats. Like, as long as the hi-hats sound like this and the snare sound like this, you pretty much do whatever you want. And that Memphis sound. So, and then throwing in the, all right, like this, you know, chicken head. So, but yeah, so that is my favorite song. Going into the next, what's up, James?
I'm here, man.
Huh?
Yeah, what I'm talking about.
First your hopes become your dreams, and your dreams become your life, and your life become your love, the love letter you write to the one up above, the one who give you your sight and provision for the vision that keep us all up at night. See, yeah, man, my little light, I'ma shine on them. They hate that, like I was lying on them. The divine, I see that, yeah, I'm relying on them. Yeah, you know I heard Jesus walk, just can't get tired of them. Remember we didn't want to spend 25,000. Now I'm looking back like, wow, all for a chain that wouldn't change nothing. Poverty, pain button, wonder where to hit me, but the boy wasn't saying nothing. Now tell me that ain't insecure. And baby say a man make him feel secure. So she throw the wipe on all of them, yeah, big purr. Yeah, she'll never be a wife, but she show little curve. Hey, mama, if I drop out now with my 2 legs, forgetting out our dreams, that's me still graduating. Mama, if I drop out now with my 2 legs, now with my 2 legs, now with my 2 legs. Mama, if I drop out now with my 2 legs, forgetting out our dreams, that's me still graduating. Mama, if I drop out now with my 2 legs, now with my 2 legs, now with my 2 legs. Couldn't play the hand I was dealt, I changed my cards. I got up on my knees and I prayed to God, like, give me the real, please take the facade. He said, Dawg, you know I got you, man, I took the charge. But no, it won't be easy, cause life is hard. But I'ma be with you, baby, near or far. And don't chase the fame, son, I made the stars. But no, you been a fool, man, you got the nod. So I guess it's on me to change my family tree. I guess it's on me to help the blind to see. And in all that, grow my self-esteem, because the prettiest people do the ugliest things. But please understand, man, that hate, I don't claim that. get my name back. And all the hit songs I wrote a chance to sing it. And the fam got the sign like with my chain it. Mama, if I drop out now with my 2 legs, forgetting out our dreams, that's means to graduate. Mama, if I drop out now with my 2 legs, now with my 2 legs, now with my 2 legs. Mama, if I drop out now with my 2 legs, forgetting out our dreams, that's means to graduate. Mama, if I drop out now with my 2 legs, now with my 2 legs, now with my 2 legs.
Never Too Late.
Never Too Late.
Slash
Kanye's thing.
Kanye's thing.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So, I knew, especially now with all the stuff that's happening, it's like people are gonna land on Kanye West however they land on him. And to people, I say like, good people do bad things, bad people do good things. Like it's just that's the nature of people, and how wherever you found that person at that time is how you feel about them. And I don't judge anybody. Like my thing was, what he did though was create this sound for me that stuck with me, and it, you know, college dropout Kanye is the Kanye most people love. Like past that, everybody's kind of hit or miss however they feel about it, and like most people. When I heard it, I was like, wow. And at one point, I was gonna go a different direction with it because I knew I wanted to do it. I was gonna call it like Unstable Genius or like something to play off all that stuff that was happening with the Trump stuff and the Kanye stuff. But then I was like, just show people what you learned from and fell in love with. So I wanted that sound. Like, and when I wrote it, I was like, okay, I want to play up the cadences so you'll hear me slur and try to rewrote and rework like phrases where you're like, hey, it's not quite the Kanye, but it sounds like it. Because I knew I was like, people had said that about sometimes how my cadence is and how I speak and how it lands. So I was like, I wanted to play that up and I wanted to kind of honor, maybe not necessarily the person, but the sound. Because that sound has impacted me. And it's like anything, when you leave a house, you usually take something from the house you left. If it's your mama's house, your daddy's house, is like, I'm taking this lamp, this is my lamp in my room. And that sound that he had, it's like it stuck with me. His samples and me finding his samples made me look for my own samples. It made me want to rap over things. And I was like, my sound wouldn't sound the way it sounds without that era of us hearing that. And I was so happy that you could make that sound like that sound. Like that totally sounds like that sound that I was like, man, what is this? I love this. What is this? What is and the funny and how he was rapping on it. So yeah, that's what I was looking for, and I think that's what we did. And I'm happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, we can hear the I mean, it was really intentional. We can hear the influences in there, like flipping Kanye, like bars to fit your story. Yeah,
it's a lot. Like if you dig deep into it, I always want to make things surface level. Like if you just like the beat and the song is fine, but if you listen to the hook, hey mama, if I drop out now, am I too late for getting out our dreams as means to graduate? Like it's a lot of stuff in there. If you go look for it. If you don't, it's totally fine. And there's parts of the song, even with me, it's like where you get me. Couldn't play the hand that was dealt, I changed my cards. I got up on my knees and I prayed to God, like, give me the real, please take the facade. He said, nah, dog, you know I got you, man. I took the charge. Like, it's stuff in there, and that's kind of what Kanye did. If you weren't paying attention, you nodding. But if you're like, man, that was kind of a nice line. And that's what I wanted to do. If nothing else, it's like, oh man, it sounds like a Kanye song, cool. But if you actually look at it, it's like, he did a lot in there. Mm-hmm. And that's what I always wanted. It's like, if you like a song, great. But it's like, if you listen to it, like, that's like a rap. He can rap a little bit. He can write a little bit. Like, so, yeah.
Trumpcard wrote his first bars when, how old were you?
Writing probably in elementary. Probably in middle school because when I was writing, people clowned me for writing. My first time rapping,
That's be writing.
like,
You right.
because I feel like every rapper starts writing raps and they write poetry at the same time. So if you come up and they're like, "Oh, you writing in your notebook? That's not cool." But the first time I felt like I might be able to rap was like 7 or 8. Right. So
7 or 8 years old.
yes. So what happened was we had a tape recorder. And we're playing, everybody's trying to rap, so everybody's playing the tape recorder. I'm like, just a minute, guess who's chilling? And they played the thing back. They're like, man, your voice sound good. I don't really sound like, it's like, my voice sound good? Yeah, man. Like, and all through my life, I had heard that, hey, man, your voice, you have a voice for something. Like, my grandmother was a speech teacher and an English teacher. So, enunciation, projection, all that stuff kind of came. But it was like, that was the first time I felt like a rap. Now, writing raps, yeah, they clown me probably in middle school, like 7th, 8th grade. Yeah. I was gonna be a DJ. Like I was gonna be a DJ. I bought the Pro Sound thing. Right, I was gonna be a DJ. Right. Okay.
Blackhead, excuse me. Blackhead. But hey, I say lil' mama, don't bring no drama my way. I say my name is TC, I heard your name is Shawntae. And if you don't smoke no weed, then I got shots of the grape. And if you don't drink no Ray, then I just got shit to say. I say, pardon, I was startled by your gorgeousness. I know it's for defense, cause I said, damn, when I saw your yang, I'm like, I ordered it, contact disorderly. Sometimes that's how it be. But I know you got a mirror, so I know that you can see. Why I'm wildin', yeah, I'm smiling. You got brains out in your head. Hope you got them knees like Meg. Hope you won't leave me on red. Baby girl, my tongue will twist. I put these lips between your legs. Only if I get to know you, but I feel like we don't fit. It's like they nights on the phone with it. Like don't stop, gon' get it. They can probably hear the moans with it, but you in the zone, gon' finish. They call me Pretty Rico, baby. No, I got the Chico, baby. I don't play no games, and I hope you feel the same. So say, lil' mama, don't run on my way. I say my name is TC, I heard your name is Shawntae. And I don't smoke no weed, and I got shots of the fresh. And if you don't drink no Ray, then I got shit to say. I say, lil' mama, don't run on my way. I say my name is TC, I heard your name is Shawntae. And I don't smoke no weed, and I got shots of the fresh. And if you don't drink no Ray, then I got shit to say. I say you fine, like talk about. Yeah, baby, like crying fine, like you doing time, you ain't getting out. I'm the shit and that's word of mouth. You the G and I'm certain now. Cause the way that thing swing like cocaine, going glitches out in my mainframe like Mama Mia. I gotta see it, gotta get to know you. Can I come over? You got a gram. Can I watch your photos? You got a man. I can be your lover, ain't no sucker, but none other, baby. Tell me, what is it? Cause you got me out the bed, man. A nigga starting to bitch me. Then I talked about your pants, cause the riches is exquisite. Yeah, your hunger's getting mad. Tell them bitches my name is. I say, lil' mama, don't run on my way. I say, my name is TC, I heard your name is Shawntae. And don't smoke no weed, and I got shots of the fresh. And if you don't drink no Ray, then I got shit to say. I say, lil' mama, don't run on my way. I say, my name is TC, I heard your name is Shawntae. And don't smoke no weed, and I got shots of the crack. And if you don't drink no Ray, then I got shit to say. I say, lil' mama, I say, lil' mama, I say, my name is TC, I say, my name is TC. And if you don't smoke no weed, I say, lil' mama, I say, lil' mama, I say, lil' mama.
What y'all think of that one? Okay, class.
Lord.
Dawg was
Me.
Great.
breast theme. Lele was Indifference was don't tell them. Ju-Tang is Just in the Mississippi thing, no problem is New Child's thing, never too late.
Kanye.
So Shawntae
is Lele's theme part 2. So that is for my baby, so she can have her anonymity in life. So I use her middle name, like, but it's the funny thing is that song did not sound like that at all. Like it was a completely different beat. It sounded more so like think Charlie Brown, you know the thing with it. It kind of had a Charlie Brown feel to it, and I ran with that for a long time. And when we were doing the song, it was like, okay, I knew I wanted something that stuck to people, and I was like, okay, I want something to sound like how the kids do. Engine number 9. That like something like that would stay in your head. So that's what I was thinking. I said I wanted it to be kind of like a chant. And he started playing with the echoes, and we were just like, hey, I like that. I don't think he even meant to do it, but it sounded like that. So that's how the hook kind of came about. And I was just like, that's how I say little mama. Like once again, like thinking of people going like that. And I had that song, and it sounded like the different beat for like maybe 6 months. And rappers rap, singers sing, you hear something, you like, you put your verse on there, and you like, ooh, that sounds good. like, and I was like, I went to my brother first, and my brother did the original beat. My brother had, I think it was like, my brother was doing some other stuff. He's like, Indifferent. Like, hey man, y'all right. like, so I went, I was like, Caesar, like, I think I should try this, man. If nothing else, it should be a remix because I'm just putting it over the song, like, and I'm rapping it, and it sounds good. So I'm driving back from the coast, and he has everything. He's probably recorded everything I've ever done. So he takes the acapella, throws it under the beat. I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. But I use a lot of melodies, and sometimes I sing song in there, so some things didn't fit. So I was like, hey, I need to redo this, and it's gonna work. And I knew it. I let other people hear it. I was like, cause I'm like, I could be tripping. I like things. I like weird things. Like I'm Japanese jazz fusion. That is like my favorite genre of music. Like I'm a big Marvin Gaye fan. Like when you ask me what my influences is, it's gonna take me a second to get to rap. And I'm like, everyone's like, yeah, that's the one. Like and I would play the other version. They're like, yeah, I like that one too, but it's something about that one. And that's kind of how. So that was another song that kind of flipped that kind of like later on or the last minute. Like, yeah.
Tupac or Biggie?
Big, because I'm a rapper. Like Pac was a movie star and like a model and all this other stuff. Like Big reminded me of kind of like me. It's like, hey man, the fat kid with the lazy eye, you rap good enough. Just don't tell her what you do. like that's how like. So and then Big's flow and cadence. He had a lot of things, like I look at Ghost like when you came to the Game Changer. So when I hear B.I.G., P.O., P.A., knowing people can still rap that now. And that man has been gone forever. That album, like, so I'm a big guy. Like,
Jay or Nas?
Jay can do more than Nas do.
Outkast or Tribe Called Quest?
Outkast, every day, all day, 12 days, yesterday, future day.
Zaxby's or Cane's?
Exactly. I don't know. It's the sauce. It's the only thing they got going for it. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, but okay.
Murray or Callaway?
like.
Next song.
Mirror, take a perfect picture of your boy. Get a nut and then she smiles, so she call me, I'm a joy. Yeah, I know it's juvenile, no one hotter than your boy. You can take that shit to try, but the truth, man, it's your boy. I'm the nigga, I'm the man with the plans. Say she need a drum major, cut the bands, make the dance. You ain't even gotta ask, that I'm 50 left time. Give me every motherfucking thing that's mine. Let me see, give me that, give me them. million things like a yellow probably. Say she love it, everything I do. If I buy a dress, Carolina blue, like a yellow Lambo, like a yellow Rari. Color sitting on the things like a yellow probably. Say she love it, everything I do. If I buy a dress, Carolina blue. Mirror, mirror, tell me I'm that nigga. Don't just say it's me, don't play with me, get paid with me. I stand on niggas faithfully. Basically, feel like everything in life was made for me. Don't you disrespect or overstep when you see bae with me. Top dog in everything, top draw, you know it's T. Pop off, you best believe, cause that's that big boss energy. Finesse the game like bingo on a robot, hold the thing away. When I try to tell her no, she sounding like you anyway. Clapping her hands, stomping the beat, cussing me out, all for the clout. I call the plays, just run your route. Hate that you pout, but that's what we bout. Pockets that stout, money that's long, unending ring. 3C, MVP, I'm just the best in the league, best in the game. Pimping my mind, over my change, daddy to blame. First in my name, we ain't the same. Like a yellow Lambo, like a yellow Rari. Color sitting on the things like a yellow probably. Say she love it, everything I do. If I buy a dress, Carolina blue, like a yellow Lambo, like a yellow Rari. Color sitting on the things like a yellow probably. Say she love it, everything I do. If I buy a dress, Carolina blue, like a yellow Lambo, like a yellow Rari. Color sitting on the things like a yellow probably. Say she love it, everything I do. If I buy a dress, Carolina blue, like a yellow Lambo, like a yellow Rari. Color sitting on the things like a yellow probably. Say she love it, everything I do. If I buy a dress, Carolina blue.
Like, all right.
And that is
Carolina Lakers, Egos thing.
Ego's thing.
Yes.
Like EGO.
Yes. Or ego thing. I knew that everybody needs that song that makes you feel like, yeah, I'm that person, I'm that guy. Like, so that's why the two verses start with mirror, mirror. Because if anybody gonna hype you up, like when you feel like you look good, mirror, mirror. So, that was what I was thinking about when I did it. That was another one of those songs that kind of changed at the last minute because the hook is not supposed to sound like that. It was like mirror. Was it like a yellow lamb, like a yellow rock? I was just rapping it, and at the last minute, it's like, man, what are you singing? And it's a testament to having people in your life who will push you and make you try things, even if they don't work. You know, like, hey man, that trip we went to, it sucked, but hey, I've never been there before. And that is like, cause when you told me to sing it, cause he told me to sing it, I'm like, I don't know. Like, but it turned out it was another one of those, like something that would stick in your ear. And if you are a hip hop fan, the reason it's called Carolina Lakers is because of Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. If you remember The Best of Me with Maya, Jay-Z raps Carolina Blue Fitted Carolina. Well, Wayne, he gets on it when he's doing his remixes. He's saying, you know, my favorite team is the Lakers. Like a yellow Lambo, like a yellow rock. I'm like, man, that was dope. So I'm like, I like both. So I'm like, okay, Carolina Lakers. And I'm gonna do my thing. And I think that is a testament to having ego. I think if you don't have ego, there is no LeBron James. There is no, like, because if you look at Michael Jordan, be like, man, nobody can play basketball like that. It has to be something in you. So man, I can hoop. And that was kind of what that song was about. Like, I am capable and I am good, and you're gonna have to show me you better than me. So it's like, that's Wayne and Jay-Z. That's a lot of people's favorite rappers, period. And I'm like, I'm gonna put my stuff on there and I'm gonna mix that stuff up, and I still feel good about it. Like, and doesn't mean it's true. Like, to a lot of people, it might not be true, but as long as it's true to you, what they gonna say to you? Like, and that's your ego's thing. That's what, like, that's the thing of your ego. Like, bro, I don't care what they say. I'm clean today. Like, right, so, yeah.
And we're actually at this point a little bit past the halfway mark of the album.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure, I know I have a lot of questions for him, but I wanted to, just open it up if anybody from the audience has any questions, like, about the songs or his creative process in general. If not, we can just keep rolling, but I want to make sure that I at least gave you an opportunity.
Can you tell us about his name?
So my name is Trumpcard, and it is very funny, but it just comes from, as a kid, I played a lot of spades. And I always thought it was cool that whenever you're playing spades, it don't matter what suit you playing, if that spade come out, if that trump card come out, you may not win that book, you may have to play a little different. And I thought that was so cool that, and I wanted to feel that way in my life, where it's like, hey man, I know you had a plan, but when I show up, you may have to alter that plan. When I show up, you might have thought you won, but then I showed up and then you didn't win. It was so much power when you showed up, and there was so much change that could be possible when you showed up. So it's like, trump card. Like, okay, when I show up, oh man, so-and-so had a great game, and then I play. It's like, ooh, he was doing good till he showed up. And I think that is how I came up with the name, or thought about the names. Like, when I show up, I want people to be like, ooh, it might be a rough night for him or her. Like, it's like, he here now. Like, you can't play it the same way. So that is my name. That's why I chose that name.
Okay.
I have a comment for Ju-Tang. I want to challenge the two of you to listen to that song and what you need together. Because in my opinion, it's the same song, but for each version, like for each rapper, like your personality. So I would be interested in somebody breaking it down. And then
like, what you need is salacious.
What? I'm confused too. What we talking about?
What you need?
yeah.
As in my song, what you need?
Yeah.
It's salacious. Right? You Googling it?
That's
salacious. It's crass. It's provocative.
But
What? They like,
I think they're both provocative, but I think that they paint a picture. I'll say that. And then Carolina Lakers, that's my favorite song besides Dawg. And I will say you did what it's supposed to do, because it be like I wake up to it in the morning to jumpstart my day.
yeah.
Or like when I'm driving down the street, or like I feel like I'm in a convertible, but I'm in my little, Nissan. So.
It's a Nissan, but it's a Lac.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah.
I can talk about it after. I was just gonna say, this is where I'm 8 songs deep, and I'm like, okay, I have you. If you're here for 8 songs, you probably gonna stay. So the album takes kind of a dramatic turn up in here. And I figured because I had created enough emotional equity with people, it's like, you've heard all these songs, you're still here, you're still trying to figure out what I'm doing. So I feel like in this part, in this section, in these next 4 songs, I can take some risks and be a little bit more vulnerable in the album. So, yeah.
I ain't never been a lucky nigga, and I accept it. Sometimes life is strip you naked, no matter how you address it. Ain't no time for fucking questions, I'm a man, dawg. Can't be wasting seconds hoping for no handout. Every time they see me, feel like man down. Command now, I got a wife in the bank, and I'm feeling it lately, and I can't let it break me. Every day I gotta show up, my kid didn't ask to be here. My girl, she fucking choked us, and now I gotta prove her right. So when she be like, hey baby, we need it, I'm like, baby, alright, whatever cost, whatever loss, whatever I may come across. And BBC, daddy got come with something, that's the gig though. Sometimes you fight for every shot, it ain't no free throw. See, bro, I'm in the throes of it. Niggas ask me how it's like, I tell them that I love it, but deep down, the motherfucking fuck with it. Cause of the depression, they say it make a diamond. Depression, they say it be you climbing. Depression, yeah, I ain't lying. Depression, they feel like I'm dying. Depression, said me, you climbing. Pressure, my nigga, I ain't running. Pressure, I feel like I'm dying. Throwing money for my brother, it took all the pride I had. For my wife and my baby, it's the only play I had. I'm so tired of doing bad, I'm so scared of doing worse. Shit, you might just need a bag. Shit, I might just snatch a purse. Shit, I might just pop a perk. Shit, I might just hit up church. Lord, I'm all up in your house, but like my prayers didn't work. And I know don't love the devil, but I know sometimes I flirt. Please tell me there's a heaven, cause I know it's hell. I'm numb, I'm just numb, dog. I always pray for better days than it ever come, dog. I got this smile up on my face, but I'm really done, dog. I can't take another fall, man. I can't get up again, man. Your boy just need a win, man. Your boy just need a friend, but I know I can't pretend. And these suicidal thoughts, they got me just on off again, like I don't wanna live no more. Feel like death really knocking at my front door, cause of the pressure, they say it make a diamond. The pressure, they say it make you climbing. Pressure, my nigga, I ain't lying. The pressure, they feel like I'm dying. The pressure, they say it make a diamond. The pressure, they say it make you climbing. The pressure, my nigga, I ain't lying. The pressure, I feel like I'm dying.
Yep.
It's heavy.
Yep. That song is called The Pressure, and it's Leo's thing. Leo is my granddaddy. And my grandfather is the model of a man in my thoughts and what I should be. And a lot of times people will take on a lot of pressure and outwardly project, oh, I'm good, I'm straight, don't worry about it, man, you doing all right. They could cry in the car, but in front of y'all, oh man, I'm great, man, things are going great. And I just wanted to kind of depict that audibly. Like if you listen to it, it just sounds like somebody's spiraling, doom, 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 they're spiraling. And they're just going down, and they're the pressure, and they're like, oh man, it's gonna work out, man, because they say it make a diamond, they say it make you climb, and I feel like I'm dying. Like, you'll go through a lot of things, and you will sit there and smile at people, and I tell people now, it's like, if you are in a room suffering and you never open your mouth, we will never know you in. And it's dangerous. Like, it's better to scream out and holler out than to be back in the room just sitting there. And what is everybody gonna say? Man, if I knew you was back there, I would have came and got you, because you didn't open your mouth. And that's what happens to a lot of people. They just spiral and they smile at people. Like, oh man, I'm straight. I'm good, man. And people are like, man, I never knew. One of the scariest things. You ever read the poem Richard Corey? Richard Corey. So my grandmother, speech teacher, English teacher, she basically made me read that poem at like maybe 13. It's about a man who was pretty much, the women liked him, he had money, he was respected everywhere, and he went home and killed himself. And it was like, when you are projecting a certain thing and you're not honest and real with anybody, I always say, it don't have to be me. You have somebody you can tell the truth to, somebody you can tell the whole story to, because if you don't, that's dangerous. And I just wanted to kind of depict somebody spiraling. So the music sounds like they're spiraling, and he's whispering the pressure. Like, that's what you whisper in your head. Like, bro, I'm going through it. This is a lot. And then your friends and people who care about you, we do that to people like that. Hey man, you doing all right? It's like, I'm just, things just happening, and you downplay it. I'm just struggling. Oh man, it's all good. It's, things happen. Big things are happening to you, and you're not saying nothing. So that is what that song is depicting. And my grandfather, he went to work, he worked hard, but I'm sure I'm grown, I wish I had some conversation with him, like, man, how you get through that? Because you just smiled at us and read a Bible verse and said everything gonna be all right, and lights was off. I don't know how you got the lights, I don't know how you got the lights on. I don't know how you worked that out. So yeah, but that's what that was about. That me? You too. I think so. I think it's me. I'm leaning on.
Dawg is Brett's thing.
Yes.
Let 'em is Trumpcard's thing. Indifference is Brock's thing. Ju-Tang is Jackson, Mississippi theme. No Problem is Good Child's theme. Never Too Late is Kanye's theme. Shawntae is Lele's theme. Carolina Lakers is Ego's theme. The Pressure is Leo's theme. Gotcha.
Throw my life away, throw my whole life away. Like some mighty jungle, look a weed away, a weed away. Don't wanna be seen today, forget my call in today. Nothing is worth it anyway, nothing is worth it anyway. Say I take these pills and they make me feel so swell, make me feel so good, make sure nothing's still, lets me deal with everything, well except myself. And I'm going through this hell, that's the only thing that helps. I take one pill, just to deal with my kid. I take more pills, just to deal with my kid. I take 3 pills for my wife and my friends. 1 for 3 mean I love you, baby, it is what it is. Got anxiety fears, I got problems untold, but it's no time to heal, baby, we gotta roll. When my grandma died, it took a piece of my soul, but I'm all on the road, praying it don't take tolls, so you know. I don't wanna feel nothing, I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna feel nothing, I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna feel, don't wanna feel, yeah. I don't wanna feel nothing. I don't wanna feel nothing, I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna feel nothing, I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna feel, don't wanna feel, yeah. I don't wanna feel nothing. Throw my life away, throw my whole life away. I don't wanna fight today, I just want it right today. I just want it light today, too dark and heavy, fight for day. Life is like a tidal wave, life is like a tidal wave. Say I take these pills for my ills, take these pills for my pain, take these pills cause for real, nigga, I can't stand the rain on my window. My bro say hit this window. He love me, he my kiddo, but he didn't get the memo that I'm gone now. Look, I can't go home now, yo, so watch the zone now. Had to put my phone down, cause nobody pick up. Look, this just a hiccup, look, this just a bad place. It's my half a sad face, y'all gotta be strong now. No rich you cannot break, take 2 pills and back straight, take 2 pills and back straight. They say this is not safe, I say this what it takes. At this time to survive, I'm just staying alive, you know why? I don't wanna feel nothing, I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna feel nothing, I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna feel, don't wanna feel, yeah. I don't wanna feel nothing. I don't wanna feel nothing, I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna feel nothing, I don't wanna feel, I don't wanna feel, don't wanna feel, yeah. I don't wanna feel nothing.
So yes. We don't have like for real refreshments, but I don't want y'all starving. So
We got
if you
water.
need to stand up and grab yourself a bag of chips, you do that. And
Because
just
you're
some
all
water.
academics.
We have food catered by Frito Lay. Just help yourself. And well, what?
Wait, nothing.
Will you talk to us a little bit about the making of that song?
That song is called Nothing, and it is the Black Seed Oil Pill song. Black Seed Oil Pill thing. I think I wanted to tell a story in the middle of the album, and it's like the pressure and what people don't think about is how people cope with the pressure. So you will see people, and some of them will look great, and you're like, man, I know they going through something, but people don't realize that how people cope sometimes is dangerous, because at first it starts one way and then it grabs you. So 2020, I was going through a whole lot, and I started taking Black Seed Oil pills. I'm not gonna say anything bad about Black Seed Oil pills. Love them, advocate for them, but at the same time, I still knew it was like, it was supposed to be to manage something, because my nerves were real bad, but I wasn't dealing with the things. Eventually, you know, when you're managing something, eventually you deal with what's wrong with you. Like, this is just to get you to the point, but I wasn't doing that. I wasn't really, it's like, hey man, when I have time, like most people, when they do something to cope, when I have time to get this right, I will. But for right now, this is helping me manage. And before you know it, right, and you forget, like, hey man, I was supposed to go back and fix that. Boy, this is managing it. All I need, and before you know it, things get you. So I wanted to talk about that feeling, and even in the verses, like I wanted to trick people because in the beginning it's like, hey, throw my life away. It sounds hype, but if you start listening to it, it's like, just like with people, it's like they seem like it's okay, but then when you start paying attention, it's like, hey, he's saying, yeah, he's smiling, but he's not quite right. And that is kind of how I was at one point. It was like, I'm managing, but if you know me and you pay attention to me, it's like, hey man, he don't usually do it. like he say, okay, he's smiling at us, but this is how he didn't. When you have friends and you know people, you care about them. Like, hey man, we can go here and he usually eat. He ain't ate nothing. And he look like he losing weight or gaining weight or something's happening. And that's how I want the song to be. It's like, if you're not paying attention, hey, throw my life away. Throw my life away. Like, I'm rapping in a cadence that sounds like everything is fine, but if you listen to what I'm saying, it's like, we might need to check on. And it's like people talk about the pressure and people don't talk about how people cope with pressure. And if you cope wrong, you hear bad stories, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in that.
So I know that the pandemic was like a time where everything kind of came to a head for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Just even if they had been dealing with some trauma, some anxiety, in bits and pieces leading up to it, being quarantined was like you have to sit. You can't mask this with overworking. You can't mask this with going out. No, you got to sit and deal with it. Were there moments like that for you during the pandemic where you like
no? And the reason I say no is because if you remember, some people were essential workers. So if you were an essential worker, we don't care that all this happens. We need you to come on work. So the thing was, depending on, I have a very much a soldier trooper mentality. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to deal and I'm going to fight through a lot of stuff. So some people, COVID, you call out for 6 weeks. Like, it was a time where 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, like, it was back to back. People weren't coming to work, and I was still going to work. I was an essential worker. So I'm coming to work, and I'm already, it's like, you have 5 people you work with, you're the person. You're work. It's only you. Mm-hmm. And at the time, my son was little, so you have all that, and you're going to work. They're saying everybody could cough on you, and you might die, so you're scared because you're an essential worker. You're in the midst of everything. Nobody really knows anything. You're still trying to be a good father. You're still trying to be a good friend. You're still worried about your friends and family. You're still, so you cope. And some people cope one way, and some people cope, and they not here no more because they cope too hard. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause
right, that's real.
That's how life worked, and I just wanted to talk about that, and it's just, yeah. But yeah, COVID and 2020, it did a number for people. For some people, some people came up during COVID. some people, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was just, hey, and the hook is, I don't want to feel nothing I don't want to feel. I'm feeling bad all the time. I don't want to feel anything that I don't want to feel. I want to feel happy. If this thing makes me not lose my mind, I want to feel that way. I don't want to feel anything that I don't want to feel. If I don't want to feel sad, I don't want to feel it. If I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the hook went. I don't want to feel nothing I don't want to feel.
And personnel on that song?
Flower. I love Flower. Flower to death. So I knew I wanted Flower on everything. I did. Like, and it was just like, it's another version that I like where Flower was all over it. Like, that's the one I wanted, but I was overruled. I was kind of overruled. But yeah. I was like, I didn't even want to be on the song. Like, I didn't want to be on the hook at all. I wanted Flower to do the whole thing. and he told me no. You gotta have people in your life who can tell you no and tell you to try. Like, that's how you grow as a person. If somebody be like, hey man, that's not a good idea. Cause I was told, and I believe it, in every aspect of your life, you need somebody who can hire and fire you. Somebody who can fire you. Like, no, you can't do that. Yeah, I'm grown, but most of those people who tell you no, they telling you no because they love you. And they don't see it, and they see it going bad. Like, and most of the people say you need to do that is because they see something you can't see in yourself. They see the potential. So you need a friend who's like, man, let's not do that, or let's do that. So yeah.
Before we go to the next track, do we need to get any tissue or anything like that?
Oh man, like if I was gonna cry, I was gonna cry on the last one. I wasn't gonna cry on it, but it.
Well, I mean, the people like
There. For what?
My biggest over on the streets. Forever on my evergreen. If you ever wonder what it means, thank you so much. I say Elijah Leo Johnson, you my reason, you my something. You keeping my heartbeat pumping, even though my blood pressure jumping. I love it being your daddy, being pappy, exactly the purpose, the proof that God's plan is perfect. He designed me for you. I did not have not a clue when you first came, but I changed and rearranged, became a better man for you and your mommy. But y'all do it behind me and probably sit down in peace. If it's between y'all and them, then they gon' have to be deceased. R.I.P. apologies, but it's like that, little boy. Please mind your mama, you don't like that, little boy. We do it for his honor, please don't fight that, little boy. Get your sight back, little boy. Get your light back, little boy. Only God loves you more. Recite and write that, little boy. Whenever you low and lonely, always will be your homie. Can always say daddy praying the prayers of protection on me. Cause baby, you my son, my seed. Just trying to put you in some better store than me. May not always agree, but trust and believe I'm for you. Just trust what I see. I see everything you are and everything you could be. Your life's your own, but you such a big part of me. If ever become intrusive, please don't become elusive. Do anything for you and living my life to prove it. Daddy is just a man, not above doing something stupid. All I want is to be someone you love and trust and cool with. Daddy, love you. Forever love my evergreen. If you ever wonder what it means, thank you so for everything. That for you tweaking me wings.
This is Silas. Silas, we need you. Yeah, I don't like that. You said what? You don't like that song?
Yeah.
You don't like that song?
No.
Okay, I figured. That song.
Oh my God.
That song is called Evergreen. That is Elijah's thing. Elijah is my son. That's you and me. Probably.
I'm being serious.
Okay, I'm just going. But basically, a lot of times when you go through something, you have to remember who you're here for. Like, so my son has taught me so much in his 6 years of being here. And I remember thinking, like, no matter how raggedy I am, I want my little boy to look at me and be proud of me. I want my little boy to be like, hey, daddy got my back. And when he look at me, I'll be something that he want to be like. So I wanted to make a song that wherever my son was in life, he could listen to it and be like, daddy love me, daddy got my back. Daddy thinks I'm great. And I think of, okay, so I'm not trying to turn this into Sunday school, but it's like in the Bible, you know, God the Father was like, this is my son with whom I'm well pleased. Jesus hadn't done any miracles. He hadn't done anything but just be his son. And I wanted my son to know, like, well, I love you because you're mine. You don't have to get straight A's. I want you to. You don't have to do anything great. It's just you are my son. I love you. And wherever you are, like, I felt like, okay, he can listen to that song at 10. He can listen to that song at 30. He can listen to that song when he's 60 and I'm gone. And he'll know, like, hey, my daddy loved me. My daddy was proud of me. And my daddy, I meant the world to my daddy. And that's what I wanted to do. So the Evergreen was, no matter what season, I love you. Like, it don't, you mad with me, I love you. You know, you frustrated, I love you. You feel like disappointed in me or yourself. I'm just a man. I do things that'll probably make you angry. But I love you, and please know that whatever season of your life you're in, I love you, even when I'm gone. I love you. So that was what that song was about. So it's like something that Elijah could take no matter what, like wherever he was in life. Like, I know one thing, my daddy loved me. If I don't know nothing else, I got this song that my daddy did 12 years ago that my son, you know, my daddy loved me. So that's what that was about. And that's kind of how I'm telling the story in that sequence. Like, you under pressure, you coping, but you have to remember who you here for. And who's looking to you, who's depending on you, and who needs you to be the best you can be for them. Because they watching you. Kids always watch you. They may not, they watching you. Where you pick that up from, then you realize I'm doing that. He saw me. So that is, yeah.
And Brock made that beat.
Brock did make that beat. And this was another one of those things where, just like Let 'Em was, where it was like, can I have that? Because my brother, he makes a lot of stuff, and I just be listening to him like, man, you doing something with that? Can I have that? And he let me have it, and I let him see it. We actually have a video of my son listening to that song, and I sent it to Brock, so he would know, like, hey man, it's Elijah like the song. Like he's like, that's my dad. So yeah.
What is SG Prescott?
Okay. SG Prescott is pretty much like my name. Everything I do, I don't want anybody to immediately get it. I don't want anybody to be like, oh, that's Walk Up Entertainment. I know what that music sounds like already. I ain't heard one song. Walk Up Entertainment, we rich forever. Like, so SG Prescott, when I came up with the name, was like, it could be a marketing firm. It could be a law firm. It could be anything. And that's what I wanted. It's actually not as deep. Like, the SG is like Southern Gentleman Prescott. The name is distinguished Southern Gentleman, but it takes on so many different things, and that's everything that I do. It takes on so many different things. Even the symbols, it's like, it's a spade, it's a money bag, and it's a heart. Don't let money come between who you are and what you love. Trumpcard on the spade. Don't let money come between who you are and what you love. You know, some people, they will lose their dreams and their hopes for money. So that's what I wanted. I wanted something like that. So everything I do has like a double, triple meaning. Like all my tattoos have like double meanings. Everything I do. I just don't want anybody to pigeonhole me, and then everything I have can grow. Like that name could mean something different, but that's what it started out with. Prestigious name. Anybody who wears it or knows anything about it's like, man, what is that? That sounds good. That sounds important. So that's just how my mind works. It's a weird artsy mind that I have. So yeah.
On the mission, baby, God made me different, and that's a fact. My position, it was made with intention. Can't play the fact. I'm the chosen one, the one they never chose. I know I'm the coldest one, because I never froze. When this fuck you stay composed, when this fuck you keep it real. When this stuff you play to live, you can't get rattled on the battlefield. Fuck them hoes, you know G-Code, it fucking matters still, man of steel. More focused than niggas on added pills, strategies. So tell a nigga what the problem is, it equal T. DC make the mad with frequency. So please get your digits up before you speak to me. this without a handout. Showing you what my life like, telling you what that man bout. Nigga always stand up, that why niggas stand out. Niggas gotta man up, they keep on being man down. On the north side, nigga, DJ Son Elijah Daddy. On my north side, nigga, DJ Son Elijah Daddy. Jacktown be the edit, Prescott be the clip. You can't go to acting, cause daddy ain't break no bitch. Cause on the north side, nigga, DJ Son Elijah Daddy. On the north side, nigga, DJ Son Elijah Daddy. Jacktown be the edit, Prescott be the clip. You can't go to acting, cause daddy ain't break no bitch. Mama didn't treat me right, but me and daddy look alike. All them niggas did was fight. My childhood was full of spite. Yeah, it was what it was. Grandma did the best she could, but wouldn't go against blood. And I'm not one to judge, so I had to thug it out. Guess I had to shrug it out. Excuse me how I come across. I was shaped by love and loss. I was marked by fear and pain, like when I was champagne. Sometimes it was piss and shit, so I make times out such as this. Nigga unassuming till I'm booming out the speaker box. Whether niggas speak or not, I know I'm the one to watch. I still real deal in this bitch. Gotta see the picture, you can't play the real in this bitch. I can't make it with you, not enough seconds on the wrist. Got the world in my palm, I gotta feel for this shit. I insist, God got his hand on me. How I withstand everything that lands on my north side, nigga, DJ Son Elijah Daddy. On my north side, nigga, DJ Son Elijah Daddy. Jacktown be the edit, Prescott be the clip. You can't go to acting, cause daddy ain't break no bitch. Cause on the north side, nigga, DJ Son Elijah Daddy. On the north side, nigga, DJ Son Elijah Daddy. Jacktown be the edit, Prescott be the clip. You can't go to acting, cause daddy ain't break no bitch. On my north side, nigga, DJ Son Elijah Daddy. On my north side, nigga, DJ Son Elijah Daddy. Jacktown be the edit, Prescott be the clip. You can't go to acting, cause daddy ain't break no bitch. Cause on my north side, nigga.
In the last couple of minutes of the album, and with these different themes, you talked about actually a reoccurring theme has been fatherhood, whether it was like conversations with your grandfather in your dreams or your relationship with your son, and then this one is called DJ Son.
Yeah. In DJ Son Legacy theme. So in the sequence of that little small story I was trying to tell in the album, it was like when you go down, you usually have to remember who you are. So that's why the hook is like, I'm a Northside nigga, DJ Son, Elijah's daddy. You have to remember who you are. Like, hey bro, I can't stay down like this. I'm this person. So that was kind of why it was kind of like, hey, when you get down, man, hey man, you can't stay down. You know who you are. You this person. And actually, believe it or not, somebody at my job used to work with my dad. So whenever I would look kind of discouraged, he's like, oh man, keep your head up. You DJ Son. You because he was my dad. So you have these things that kind of keep you back in and recalibrate you. Like, hey man, don't forget, you this person. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You better than that. Like, and that was what it was. So my dad is somebody who I love, and my dad is an older me, so he understands what I'm going through, and he has the mind like me. So it's like, he's just young. I know what he's going through. So it's like talking to my dad. I didn't give him a thing, but I did want my dad to know I respect him and I love him. So I just named the song DJ Son.
You thought we gave a bug, my nigga, we really don't. Thought we gave a bug, my nigga, we really don't. Say she want a bug, my nigga, that's really nothing, don't. You thought we gave a bug, my nigga, we really don't. You thought we give a bug, my nigga, we really won't. She say she want a bug, my nigga, it's really up and down. But we don't give a bug, my nigga, don't give a bug, my nigga. Put me in your speaker, keep me a heat seeker, I am not your people, I cannot do it but cheaper, nah. I got me a different car, I got me a different play. Let me quarterback, it ain't no sack unless we talking pay. I get in the zone with this, truth ain't nothing wrong with this. I'ma fuck my girl good, she just my mom it is. I don't care what song it is, I don't care who owns this bitch. They gon' give me 3 plates, yeah, I'm getting strong with this. You can call it my ego, you can call it my pride, you can my penmanship. I'm like, yo, bro, you never lie. But I got these folks to live. They say Trump, you hella buy. And Trump be my J. We gave a fuck, my nigga. We really don't. You thought we give a fuck, my nigga. We really won't. She say she wanna fuck, my nigga. It's really up and down. But we don't give a fuck, my nigga. Don't give a fuck, my nigga. You thought we gave a fuck, my nigga. We really don't. You thought we give a fuck, my nigga. We really won't. She say she wanna fuck, my nigga. It's really up and down. But we don't give a fuck, my nigga. Don't give a fuck, my nigga. I'm back like I never left. I'm back to my old self. I'm back to backpacking, rapping like Wally for show them. Like star in the making, moving and shaking and taking steps. Grabbing for a boom, whatever balloons, it quiet as kept. Mindful lagoons, it behoove you to please watch your step. Or watch where you praying split, cause anyone can get. But I ain't stressing niggas today, like I gotta dance with. Baby girl gave me the hate, she ain't got no man with it. Sunny boom, sunny boom, sunny boom, like I brought the band with it. Will in the room, I'ma be that to the tomb, I'ma be that to the grave, I'ma be that till we paid, I'ma be that if we not oppressed, God never came. Yo, I'm taking my shot, but if I fade away, tell my niggas I love them, make sure my babies is straight. On the quest for the cake, pilgrimage for the paper. If you not speaking on topic, probably the sexy and lit. You thought we gave a fuck, my nigga, we really don't. You thought we give a fuck, my nigga, we really won't. She say she wanna fuck, my nigga, it's really up and down. But we don't give a fuck, my nigga, don't give a fuck, my nigga. You thought we gave a fuck, my nigga, we really won't. Thought we gave a fuck, my nigga, we really won't. Say she wanna fuck, my nigga, it's really won't. Don't give a fuck, my nigga, don't give a fuck, my nigga.
Yay. Influence. That song is called Influence. That my brother's the only person on my album who has two songs. It is Brock's theme, the alternate take or the remix, and it happened in a weird way. My brother did the beat for Indifference, and he was like, "Oh man, did you hear that beat? How do you feel about it?" I was like, "I like it. It's not the part I wanted, but I like it. It's fine." Like 30 minutes later, my brother sent me that beat, like the one I wanted. I was like, "Oh, I'm keeping this. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get the other one back. I'm putting it too." So I wanted. My brother was indifferent, and I was like, but my brother, I feel like his mind is like an influential mind. Like, I feel like my brother's gonna do something that's gonna influence a lot of people. So I named the song Influence, and I always wanted to do one of those old 90s remixes where they rework the beat, they rework the hook, and I was like, that'd be cool, so I wanted to do that. And I feel like it worked because people get them mixed up, but people still like the fact that I'm singing a little bit on that one. So it's like, yeah, influence. Like, this is gonna be the one that influences people to probably like, yeah. So that is why.
And so the next track is truly the last official song on the album.
Yeah.
Right? And so this been a roller coaster. It's been autobiographical, I should say. And it's talked about a lot of different aspects, a lot of different people that were close to you, just things that keep you going every day, but also like the weights the things that you carry.
Yeah.
So how does that lead into this last song?
That influence kind of told that little small story of like, I'm okay now. Like, I went through all that, but I'm back to normal. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm me, I'm fine. Thought I gave one, I don't. Like, I'm good. Like, so, but going into that last song, it's like, I'm good, but what is the thing that kept me together and grounded this whole time? So, the next song is called Moses, and it's the Alpha and Omega thing. So I'm, God at the beginning and the end. So it's like, that's what kept me together. So that is why the last track officially is called Moses.
On my past, I do not believe I can be everything you ask, Father, everything you task me to be. beyond me. I'm just so happy with how far you simply brought me. I don't need nothing, I'm cool where I'm at. Definitely not going back, I blew it there. You was there, wasn't fair in the chat. You know I fumbled the bag, I almost fumbled my life. If I didn't leave when I did, I would've fumbled my wife. No disrespect in the slight, not what you want or need. I got this regular gig, I got my wife and my seed. We finally got us a place. Please, Lord, are you serious? I kinda left a disgrace. Thought at the end, you know, here the reasons not to choose your boy. Did you confuse your boy? This bread, one with fear and regret. That reputation is dead. I didn't do what was needed. My rage, I couldn't defeat it. I lost that battle, Father. Why I retreated? I'm bleeding.
I am, you are, my life, my Lord. Your words, my mouth, thy will be done. Alone, you're strong, can come. My weak, get high, I reach, my peak, your feet. I am, you are, my life, my Lord. Your words, my mouth, thy will be done. Alone, you're strong, can come. My weak, get high, I reach, my peak, your feet.
Father, who am I to tell you who you talking about? I'm just a former heathen. Consider my brother Steven. See, his temperament is even. I'm not much for public speaking. I stutter at times. I'm refined. Look, they won't believe me. I think I'm not your person. I think I'm just a burden. I think I'll only worsen. I think my heart is hurting. And I feel that I'll only hinder. But submit to your agenda. Father, ask me just be tender. If you promise not to leave, then I go. Help me not to hide, then I'll show. Be with me when high and especially low. Promise please be with me in the fire, in the freezing cold. Cause for you, Lord, I'm simply leaving everything I know. That's a major blow, that's a major deal. But I ride, won't no real result. I got hope, so I guess I'll try. But only cause you said you was gonna be with me. Now Lord, tell me, who do I tell them has sent me?
I am, you are, my life, my Lord. Your words, my mouth, thy will be done. Alone, you're strong, can come. My weak, get high, I reach, my peak, your feet. I am, you are, my life, my Lord. Your words, my mouth, thy will be done. Alone, you're strong, can come. My weak, get high, I reach, my peak, your feet.
You know, I don't know if people always grasp how much courage it takes to create something in private and then display it in public for people to build it up, tear it down, whatever. It's like, it takes a lot to even open yourself up to that. So the fact that you made an album, the fact that you released the album, the fact that you're even doing this listening session now, like, that's a big deal. And so I just want to take some time before we even play the bonus track. Y'all can show some love to Trumpcard. I want us to be part of this experience.
I'm working really hard on this, and I thank y'all just for listening. Like, this is probably the most me I've ever been on anything. This whole album, I didn't do one of these songs. It's like, if y'all never heard it and it stayed in my headphones, it's like, I just wanted to do a song that I didn't cringe on anything. Cause you know, sometimes you do things like, ooh, I could did that a little bit better. I wanted to do an album that, for me, I could be like, you know what? Even if nobody likes this, I like this. Like, and that's how every song came about. Whenever it felt forced, somebody or even me was like, can we do something else? That just feels like you're trying to make a song that you need to make. So every song on this album, even the bonus track, it's like, even if nobody liked this, I like this. I like all of this. Like, every bit of it, I wasn't trying to impress anybody. And it was just like, man, I just want to do something that I like. I want to make something I want. Like, and that's what that album was. Like, that's what it was. Like, yeah.
Is there, at this moment, still a desire to release more records, to create more, or are you just kind of existing in the present and just like, you know?
People have asked me to do other stuff, and right now I'm just like, that's cool, because in my mind it's like, I have something that if anybody asked me who I was, like, so it's like, whatever comes after this, that's great. If nothing comes, that's great. Like, I made this specifically for the fact, like, hey man, if I don't make music no more, I like this. Like, I would play this for anybody. You got people like, man, give me something that, you got people, oh man, I never heard of that person, give me something. You can get them that, and I wouldn't feel uncomfortable with anything. And what you want to play, play anything, I don't care. Like, anything on there. Like, it's me. It's me the whole way. It's not me trying to be something else. It's like all that thing is me. So, yeah, like, right now I'm in the present moment. I'm already thinking of different things. That's just the musician and the artist in you. You're always thinking about stuff you can write. But if they were like, hey man, you can't do nothing else, I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. Like, I did that. Like, I'm good. I'm good on it. Yeah.
Well, it's currently 8:06, and so what I'm gonna do is play the last song, which is the bonus track.
Yeah.
And I know you have some posters.
Yes.
That you made and signed for the audience. So, and we can even like set a time to like take some pictures with Brett or whatever. Excuse me, with Trumpcard. And this is part of it.
Yeah,
this is part of it.
Okay.
You'll be all right. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and get to the last track, and then well, I mean, I can open it up for a couple more questions too before we play that last track. If you all have any for the audience.
The album, is it out for
Yes.
sale?
Yeah. It's all that. So you can listen to it in the car as you leave if you want. If y'all want to listen to it. It's everywhere, and it's just I want people to hear it. Like, the biggest thing that I would feel is like, hey man, I heard this album, I let somebody else hear it. Like, that's all I be wanting. Like, hey, like, you heard me, you thought I was good, you let somebody else hear me. It always makes me feel good. Like, nah, Hugh Jackson. Because people give me away. So it's like, yeah.
But we can buy it too though.
Yes.
On
Bandcamp. You can buy it on Bandcamp. Trumpcard 601 at Bandcamp.com. So you can. Yeah. Well, I'm working on that. I do have some posters. It's my baby on the front, y'all. It's a cute little kid with afro. So it's Elijah. If you ever want to know who that song was for or what he looked like, he's a little kid. So that is it. And I wanted to give everybody who came, all of y'all can have that. It's just the poster of the album cover. So I mean, already.
Will you be live performing anything?
That is the plan. Believe it or not, 3 of those songs that y'all heard, I performed last year, just trying to see how people felt about them. They were really well. So I think I did Shawntae, I did No Problem, and I did something else. I can't remember.
Indifference.
Yes. No, Influence. I did Influence. Yeah. So that is the plan. I want y'all to see me. I want to let as many people hear these songs. And live is always different than hearing it. And it is very different. So yeah, that is the plan. And when I know, I'm gonna let y'all know. But yeah, that is the plan. Like, I do plan to do a lot more live stuff, a lot more videos, and just getting more people to hear and see and hear my personality, old stuff, new stuff, everything. So yes. You gonna play it?
Yes.
Oh, the last song is Bankhead. It is Silas's theme, like Dear Silas. So that's, yeah.
That's all we got.
Yeah, I'll explain it if they want to hear it then.
Show up pistol to remove your crystal for shits and giggles. My pen official, this shit come chasing after bankrolls. Hollering where they cash at, like them stank hoes and twerk hoes and used to throw that ass at it. Now I'm yelling like Shaw, where the stash at? Everything that nigga need that. Keep those up with the keys that type of shit that make you read. That's like how you get stuck up. I know it fuck my nigga. He's fat, if I young chick, straight from Bankhead. She be got you bouncing in it, like we from Bankhead. She be got you bouncing in it, bitch, like we from Bankhead. But we from the sip, my nigga. This ain't no Bankhead, no Bankhead. If I young chick, straight from Bankhead. She be got you bouncing in it, like we from Bankhead. She be got you bouncing in it, like we from Bankhead. But we from the sip, my nigga. This ain't no Bankhead. Urban legend like I'm T.I. Like Gates, I don't get tired. My cakes has been knee high. Don't mind my nigga, he high. Friend, anything I roll in has been a G-ride. My feet high, vernacular, spectacular. You see why I speak fly. At a high level, it's just so effortless. Best, it's no testing, it's this excellence. Guessing it's just the makeup of a player, the pursuit of proper paper, the proper goal. Till they send me home to meet my maker. A mover and a shaker, molder and a shaper. It ain't safe for where I come from, but I done cause I'm faithful. That chosen one. They hating on me like I'm Jody's son. But baby boy, I'm the truth. Don't forget I told you son. You may not like it, but if that's your gift. You from GA, no sir, I'm from here. Make it clear, my dear, that boy be Mississippi. Till they hit me with the beak. It mean it's someone shifty, catch me slipping, put it in the pit. Baby, I young chick, straight from Bankhead. She be got you bouncing in it, like we from Bankhead. She be got you bouncing in it, bitch, like we from Bankhead. But we from the sip, my nigga. This ain't no Bankhead, no Bankhead.
Baby, got you bouncing in this bitch. Baby, got you bouncing in this bitch. Baby, from the sip, my nigga. This ain't no
Awesome.
Yep, we made it.
How you feel?
I was very nervous, and I'm happy people came, and I'm happy I got to talk about this thing because it's so important to me. So it's like anybody I get to tell personally, like this is what I was doing, this is what I made. I'm just thankful that people showed. I'm happy y'all listen to me. I know I'm long-winded, but it meant a lot to me. So thank y'all for showing up.
You're amazing.
Even if not necessarily like questions about the album or his creative process, like if y'all take some time just to like share some words of encouragement, just like what y'all think about the album, how you rate it, like all that, just
I think the album is 10/10. I mean, I'm about to go run it up, and everybody in my house is about to know about the album. I definitely love the fact that you can tell it meant something to you, you know, that you were waiting on it to be up to your standards, you know, and you were satisfied with the album. It having so much meaning, the lyricism, like there's so much stuff I gotta run back. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is a note, this is a jewel, you know, and that's what I really feel like it is.
favorite song? Oh, go ahead.
I'm just glad to see you come out like out of your, I feel like not a shell, but just you know what I'm saying? Because before it was like, even when you had your concert, you were telling people, you're like, hey, I'm doing a concert, and you didn't want to tell nobody. I was like, I'm coming, I'm showing.
Okay.
Tell some folks because
You did not want us to come.
you didn't want us to come.
So here's my thing. My heart is for people. So when I even did the show, I was like, hey, I haven't done the show in a very long time. And I'm doing new stuff. So in my mind, the people who knew me, this is how my brain works. Y'all forgive me. I'm like, ooh, if I do this show and it go bad and I fall, they don't feel bad for me. And I'm gonna have to look them in the face and be like, man, it's all right, man. I sprained my ankle. That's how my brain works. It's like, if it go good, I'll be like, hey, man, they filmed it. Just like this. I'm like, hey, if this didn't go good, if it went good, we filmed it. If it didn't go good. So in terms of me coming out of my shell, it's more like, that's pretty much what that whole album was. It's like, bro, I'm me. Like, good or bad, this is what I'm gonna be. So if you don't like it, that's cool. If you do like it, that's great. But I don't really care. And not in a bad way I don't care. It's like, bro, this all I got. Like, just me. So, yeah. But thank you for noticing. I'm happy like people are noticing. I did put a lot of work into that. Everything has a meaning. Everything has a feeling. And it is me. It is unapologetically me. Like there's nothing on there where I'm like, I was stepping outside of who I am as a person. Like everything on there, it was like, I've seen Bray be like that. At some point. Like I've seen him be like that. I've seen him jam out to that. I've seen him talk like that. I've seen him I've had conversations with him like that. And that's kind of what it is. It's like, once again, if you never heard from me again, that's Brett. If you want to know who Brett was, you can run it. That's who I am, right there. So, yep.
I mean, I just met you tonight, and I feel like I know you. Like,
And that's what it is like. Yeah.
Be what it's supposed to. Introduction to you.
Yeah, I done already decided on what's gonna be like my theme song.
It kept changing. I was like, this one is my favorite. No, this one is my. Oh, you know, it's just for different days, different moods, different modes. You know.
Because that's how we are as people. Like, so.
And me coming from Maryland and DC, where I hosted a podcast where all we dealt with was music artists, you would eat a lot of them up.
Definitely. I mean,
Man, it is something to be, and I want to thank y'all because it is something to be accepted for who you really are. Because that is who I really am. So for people to be like, hey man, I like this, it resonated with me, and it's like, it's not me faking and running. It's just like, that's it. Like, so it just means a lot. If nothing else, if y'all don't, you know, whatever good deeds y'all think y'all did today, just know y'all need to really do. Because y'all, you know, it's nothing better than to feel accepted for who you are as much. And who you feel like you are genuinely being yourself. Like,
well, we're not giving you away. So.
No, it's like,
you're here. You're here. 601.
Oh, thank y'all. Y'all know me. Y'all know that's my way.
I would say congratulate yourself too, because what you said, the album is yourself. I think it's you showing up as your most authentic self. But think about the example that can be for people who are like coming into their own, coming of age, and the things that we're listening to that's motivating us, encouraging us, inspiring us, and teaching us. And I definitely think that the album does that because you are so transparent and vulnerable. So I just want to say thank you for that, because it is, I feel like it's something you can listen to and model from as well, like learn from. I think that's what art is supposed to do too.
And just that notion that it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You got songs on there where if somebody going through something, you can direct them to a song.
Yeah.
That's on it.
Yeah.
You know? So that's helpful.
And I think it's important too, what you've done here is unconventional, you know, and we get so many people thinking that they have to conform first.
Yeah.
In order to get to where they need to be, and then when they want to show who they truly are, and then that's not accepted because you come into the game conformed and cookie cutter. And so I think it's just, I want to see you do shows. I'm coming to all of them. Like, I'm down, bring the group, because this is important. Because we have so much craft and creativity here. We don't do anything conventional.
Yes.
You know, we are the creators.
Yes.
Of things, and I love that you did that in every bit of lyricism, the production, the song, I mean, all of it. Absolutely.
Yeah, you should definitely pat yourself on the back.
Please.
You know, I'm glad you brought it up too in terms of the production, because even though all the beats were made by his brother and I, they're like him, hey, sample this. Hey, I found this song I like. Do something with this. Hey. So really, if anything, he's a co-producer on all that stuff. Because he literally bought all the groceries, laid it down in front, like, cook something with this, and make it like this. Like, okay, great. Have some direction, you know. So.
Oh man, I thank y'all so much for coming out. Thank y'all for listening. Like, this is me, y'all heard me, and everybody picked up on what I was really trying to put down. Like, and I've never done one of these before. So it went really well, and y'all have made a memory for me, and I just appreciate y'all so much for coming. Like, thank y'all. We have something for y'all for coming. If you know, I signed the album cover. You saw the picture of the kid with the afro. And just thank y'all for coming out. I wanted to give y'all something for just showing up. I know it's cold. I know we listened to the whole album, and I just want to thank y'all. Like, so.
And then we cut the light on, so maybe we can get pictures of people with him over there holding the album cover.